Well, you left the sun with us then yesterday because it was gorgeous yesterday.
Let me just do something different here. Move my table. Shit, it's heavy. Okay. Got television behind me.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay. So thank you for filling out your accountability form. It gives me a really good idea of what's going on. So just talk to me about what's gone well? What's gone really well in the past week since our last conversation?
People just started reaching out to me, like they come out of the freaking woodwork, basically.
Okay.
Just by me showing up, I think. Showing up in their groups.
How are you showing up differently than you were before?
Not really. I think what happened, right? I think what happened was that because of the move and everything else that I had last year, I kind of like put my business in the back burner for a bit. I was still showing up, but I wasn't that consistent. Really. Now that I'm here and I'm more focused and I'm like showing up again in the groups that matter, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Also, like a lot of referrals, like not from you, but people that are connected to you.
Yeah.
Because suddenly I've had all these people calling me saying, "Oh, can you help me with this? And can you help me with that?" And I was like, "All right then." And two of them. I'll tell you why. What I've done differently. It's actually suggesting that if they want help, that they can speak to me through my my appointment sort of thing.
Yeah.
So because before I wasn't doing that.
Yeah. I was so just giving. Nice. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Different as well was what you talked to me last time about, and that video that you've done about the payoff versus process.
Yeah.
Because I was, and you know, it's still a work in progress, but I was very much into the process in my calls.
Yeah.
Versus the payoff for them.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about that as well. And I've had two people that I've connected with Angela through Facebook. I just created a group and I said, meet Angela, she can help you set up a call. So, and two of them that I'm going to speak this week. So I've got one today, which is Erin. She wants some affiliate marketing consultation. And the other one is Nico. She wants to create a membership site for her course.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good. That's good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yay. All right. So on your form, you said, so you're thinking about where to go to recruit the team. Yep, go on.
What I've noticed is that two of them I gave to Angela. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get permission for it, but you know, if I had a team in place, I could conduct that call,
Yeah.
see their needs and send them a proposal with the team in place. You see
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. So it's all you're the front face. Okay.
Because I want to do project management with Angela because I know she's really good at what she does.
Yeah.
But I feel like she might be a bit overpriced.
Okay.
By the time I put my project management fees, then there's a block. There's a block here, right? I'm thinking it might be too pricey for the people.
Okay.
You're gonna hit me in a minute.
No, I'm not. No, I mean, it could be realistic, couldn't it? You know, compared to what other people are offering, why would they, you know, so we need to be realistic in the service as well. All right, so we'll look at that in a sec. Let's just look at what else you've put on there. And then I believe I have too many services on my website. You want to get rid of some, want to revamp Master Your Media and relaunch by the end of May. Want to add a retreat in Portugal. This could be the signature package. We could revamp what I already have. Okay, all right. So the signature package is almost like the process that you go to get your person from A to B. So then once you know that process, then you can hang everything off that. So you can create different products off your signature process. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
you get your client from A to B.
We need to be clear on that.
Yes, we need to get crystal clear on what's your process. Let's do this first of all. And we're probably going over old ground, so we'll do it quickly. But if we create two ideal client archetypes, the first one is where she's now in a 9-to-5 stuck blah de blah. The second archetype is the woman she wants to be, or the man he wants to be, the entrepreneur they want to be. In order to get them from point A to point B, what is your process? And do you know what their point B is? So let me ask you that, first of all. What is their point B? What will they have in place? And how will they be feeling?
Well, the point B will be the accomplishment of their vision, right? Point A is where they're at.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So point A is where they're at.
So, but point B is the reason they hire you. So it doesn't have to be the big, you know, the £5 million home on the coast. It's what they get as a result of working with you. So why are they hiring you? What's the payoff of working with you? List all the payoffs.
Well, it's to link all the nuts and bolts, is to really it's a difficult one because point B is the accomplishment of their vision. Wherever they want to be, then I will have to see how we can get there to get the foundations in place so they launch with success. So they are confident that, okay, they've got everything in place, i.e. it could be a website, it could be a membership site, it could be some kind of networking strategies, online or offline, whatever, you see what I mean?
Yeah, okay. So you said to be confident, to launch successfully, have all the nuts and bolts in place, everything linked up. Okay.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. And then it's not just that, I would have to look at the budget as well, you know, budget in brackets sort of thing, how much they can afford, because they have to have a budget to run their business. And depending on that, the strategies will be different, you see what I mean?
All right, let's just park that for a second.
Okay.
All right. So whatever the vision is, you will project manage it to the point of accomplishment. And the results you deliver are the website, they'll have the clarity of the vision, they'll have their online footprint, they'll have all the content creation tools, platforms. So we talked about this all last week, didn't we?
Yes.
Got all that in place. The scaffolding, that's right. Social media etiquette, all of that kind of thing. So we mustn't lose sight of that, because that's what we want. Nice, brilliant. So what would be the most helpful thing for you to get out of this call today?
Help with I'm all over the place again. I need okay. The signature package, do we need to look in the signature package? Because I think that's probably our scaffolding, right?
Yeah.
So shall we work on that?
So I think for you it's slightly different, isn't it? Because your signature package is determined by the needs of the client. So you can have 3 clients coming to you, and each one of them says, I want a membership site, I want a webinar launch, and I want X. So you put in place whatever it is that they're asking for, and you help them, and you do that project management. Would that be right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Will it help if I go through what I did with the passion statement?
Yes, very much.
Okay. So I help service-based creative entrepreneurs still in their 9 to 5 build the foundations to the business they desire to have. Build a tribe of raving fans and stop being socially awkward.
Nice.
I only work with action takers, go-getters, and visionaries entrepreneurs. Okay, I'm still working on it, but I'm not available for time wasters, not willing to put in the work to achieve their vision, and not prepared to listen to my advice and guidance, knowledge, and expertise. Without my help, they will continue or remain in their monotonous job, not being valued, not happy, not enjoying life to the fullest with their family, and losing precious hours of the day stuck in a rut. This makes their life a living hell, because they will see their vision of running their own business dissipate. They will see others succeed and live their life on their own terms, enjoying the family time together, but not them. They will start thinking that they will have to stay in the 9 to 5 until retirement. But with my help, they will get clarity in their vision, what they want to achieve, create the foundations and social roadmap so they can launch their launch their business, and fire the boss. This benefits everything in their life because they will feel empowered to achieve more, happier and relaxed, to spend more time with their family. The way I help them get this result is by, one, getting clarity in what they want to achieve. Two, create a roadmap tailored to their needs. Three, help them build the business they want. Four, implement the nuts and bolts, content creation, visibility plan, paid campaigns, and so on. And five, accountability and support throughout.
So just go back to 4, implement the nuts and bolts.
4, implement the nuts and bolts, content creation, visibility plan, paid campaigns.
And then the next one?
Accountability and support throughout. So hand-holding kind of thing.
Yeah.
So after everything has been implemented, they will still need to be guided. Do you see what I mean?
What was number 3? Building the business.
Help them build the business they want. That's probably together too, which is help them build the business they want and create a roadmap tailored to their needs. You see what I mean?
Yeah. So I love that. So create the clarity of vision, then you create a tailored roadmap to help them get there. Then you start to implement. So it's the helping them build the business is the whole thing, isn't it? That's not a step. That's the whole shebang. So that's almost like the title, helping you build your business. Get clarity on the vision, create a tailored roadmap, and then begin with the visibility plan, creating content, implementing the nuts and bolts, the paid campaigns, and throughout all of that, you're going to be there giving them support and accountability. Okay. So just to get some process in here then, in terms of how often you meet, what would it look like working with you?
So the roadmap is the process.
But I mean, logistically, do they meet you weekly?
Yeah, weekly. We'll meet up for, yeah, it has to be weekly. Otherwise, in the beginning, we'll have to meet up. Until I start doing the stuff, in the beginning, we have to meet up weekly for about an hour and a half. Because first and foremost, I need to be clear on their vision, what they want to achieve, right? Then based on that, we're going to break it up in achievable goals. So that comes my goal planning. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Philip just come in.
That's right.
And then it just all depends on what they want to achieve, God.
That's all right. Okay. So, and then you do the tailored roadmap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the implementation. So depending on what they want to achieve and depending on their goals and when they want to achieve them, who they are targeting, where they're going to find them, so all that.
Okay, so in the outset, how many calls would you need to well, I don't suppose that matters, does it? All right, so let me ask you this. So I understand what's going to happen.
I think it has to be at least a minimum of 6 months. For the signature program needs to be 6 months, because that's kind of what took me with the learning, and you see what I mean?
Yeah, but that's where you're you took 6 months, so they don't have to. You're the reason
Okay.
they're hiring you is to shorten the journey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So let's be realistic about your diary, because you're creating a business so that you can spend more time with your family and have that freedom. How many clients could you comfortably take on if you were to build a membership site for each one? Knowing what goes into it.
Probably not more than 2 or 3 per
And
month.
2 or 3 a month. But then in month 3, you might end up with 9 clients. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you building the membership site, or is somebody else doing it?
I'm building a membership site at the moment, but my idea is in the future outsource.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
I can build it, and I know what's going into it, so it will be easier for me to interview the people to outsource it, I suppose, because I know that they won't fob me off. It's where to go. I mean, I don't want to work with India. The English is crap. I need somebody that speaks good English, because my target audience is either Americans or English or European that speak English. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Philippines is another place that I thought I would outsource.
Yeah, so that's where I got Michael, Philippines.
So, yeah, so did you went through Upwork or something?
No, it was a coincidence that I connected with another guy called Rom Rulida in...
Oh, yeah, I've got him in my contacts.
Yeah, in the coaching jungle. He's from the coaching jungle. And we had a bit of a private messaging conversation, because he writes books. I think he's a ghostwriter. And we were talking about ideal clients, and he was saying it's amazing how few coaches get it. And I was like, really? I thought everyone just knew they need an ideal client. So we're having this conversation, and then he put a post up offering services of his mates, various friends, and I said, I need this service, and then he attached me to Michael. So initially Michael did a free service, but then after that, it was like, right, okay, let's continue on and pay. So he did initial bit of free stuff, and then I started paying him. I'm not paying him at the moment, but he is great when it comes to Facebook ads. But I think he's new to ManyChat, so he's just kind of experimenting at the moment. So do you have, let me ask you this then, because just to make sure, do you have clarity over how many clients you can feasibly take on? So if you suddenly got 2 sign-ups today and they said yes to you, how long would it take you to deliver the results that you're saying you'll deliver?
Realistically?
Yeah.
What, like you're just talking about a membership site sort of thing?
Well, so the things you've talked about, building foundations, building a tribe of raving fans, and stop being socially awkward. to help somebody have that, how long does that take?
So they can start seeing results. I think realistically, a good 4 months, 5 months sort of thing. That's why I keep on going 6 months, because you know what? If you're in a 9 to 5, still, you will have to put on time to kind of like get out there, even offline, right? Like I did. I went to networking at 7 o'clock in the morning before I went to work.
Okay, so 6 months is good. And how much are you charging? If you were to take somebody to build the foundations, build a tribe of raving fans and stop being socially awkward, how much would you charge?
That's where I get stuck.
How much would you like? How much do you want?
It can't be less than 6,000.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? Because okay, let's
£6,000 or dollars?
Yeah, I work with pounds, don't I?
Okay. Do they get a website for that?
Yeah, they get the website. That's why I need to go and outsource it, where I can get the website for like 500.
Okay, so just stay with this. 6,000. They get a website. Do they get a membership site if they want one?
Wow. Again, it depends on their needs, isn't it?
Yeah, but if they want one, is that a no?
I don't know if I. Yeah. For 6,000, yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
Because yeah. So okay.
What else do they get? List all the things they get if in 6 months for £6,000.
So they get the whole strategy sort of things. They get a weekly meeting. They get weekly meeting for an hour.
That's process. What are the payoffs?
Website or membership site,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Because some I have already they get the social strategy roadmap, which is where to find their ideal clients. Is it process?
So they get the strategic roadmap.
Yeah, so the strategic roadmap is the process, isn't it? And then inside of that, you get the visibility plan. Yeah. Visibility plan.
What does a visibility plan look like? Is that something you do or they do?
We do it together. So the visibility plan will have different things inside, which is who they want to work with, where they're going to find them, what they're going to talk about, who, where, what. Then the content creation.
Who's doing that? Who's creating content?
So I'll go through different types of content, how to create the content,
Okay.
messaging, the type of message, depending on their type of ideal audience. You know what their ideal audience wants to see more of. It's not just like do live videos all the time. It has to have some kind of
Balance.
yeah.
Okay. So for £6,000 at the end of 6 months, I'll have a website or a membership site. I will be confident when it comes to showing up.
Yeah.
I will understand. I will have social media etiquette nailed down.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I will also teach them how to manage their social media. So do you see what I mean?
Yep. Okay. So confidently showing up.
Setting up their platforms is another thing if they're not already on them. Either setting up or auditing their platforms is something I can do as well.
Okay. Social media platforms up and running.
Mm-hmm.
What about things like having a launch of some kind, a webinar that grows their list?
Oh, that's the campaigns, isn't it? Launch campaigns. Yeah.
So they'll have at least one campaign launched.
Yeah.
So they have to create the training, they have to create the opt-in and all the content, but you will put the nuts and bolts together.
Exactly. Yeah.
So launch at least one launched campaign to grow their list.
Yeah.
So far as payoffs for 6 months and £6,000. So can they pay you monthly, 1,000 a month, or do you need like 2 lots of 3,000 in month 1 and 2 and then no more, or would you want it spread out monthly?
It could be monthly. It could be 50, like I do at project management work, which is 50% beforehand and 50% before everything is, everything is launched. So before giving them the reins, you know what I mean?
So how about 50% up front and then 50% in 3 months' time? Because you don't want to wait till the end, because they might. You kind of want to get them all the money whilst it's still in mid hanging.
Yeah, 50% up front. And not only that, that will be better because then I'll have the capital to go and get the outsourcing.
Yeah.
For some of the bits and bobs, I mean.
Yeah. So just to clarify then, at the end of 6 months for 6,000, they'll have either the website or the membership site, one or the other. They'll have, they'll be confidently showing up. They will know how to manage their social media. They'll have all the social media platforms up and running. And you will work with them to launch at least one campaign to grow their email list.
Yeah.
And then within that are all the processes like strategy roadmaps, visibility plans, helping them create content, how to manage their social media, and all those types of things.
Yeah. I can break it down more if I go to my strategy process.
I wouldn't break it down further, because when you talk to somebody about all these strategies, their head feels like it's going to explode. So I would stick to the high level outcome. You will have a membership site or a website either one is your choice, all done for you. You will have all your social media platforms up and running. You will be confidently showing up, knowing where to go, what to say, who to step up in front of, all of that. You'll be crystal clear and confident. And we will also be growing your list because we'll have already launched at least one campaign. And we can talk about the campaign when we get started. Don't get embroiled in the detail of what do you mean by campaign. You can say, well, it's a campaign to grow your list. Well, what does that look like? Well, when you start, we discuss the best campaign for you. Because otherwise you'll start going, well, you could do a webinar, or you could do a live thing, or you could do, and they'll be like, I'm scared, I'll think about it. So stay away from any nuts and bolts in the conversation. But I think, how clear do you feel now in terms of the deliverables? Because you know,
yeah,
but it's about just saying, yeah. So it's literally
what I need. I know what the deliverables are, but I just need that structure.
Yeah.
But I'm going back on this video and I'm going to put all, visually.
Yeah. So then if you were to up chunk it one more, so we've got this row of outcomes, which sounds really super simple. Website or membership site, confidently showing up, social media platforms up and running, and a launched campaign to grow your list, and social media etiquette really nailed down. And then if you were to then go up one further, the next thing to do is think about how will they feel when they have that. So when somebody has their website all done, it's like this total relief. They've got a social media presence. They want to boast and show all their friends and family, I've got my website, check it out. When they're showing up confidently, they know who they're talking to. That feels really purposeful. So they'll have purpose for their activity every day. They'll have more direction because they know what to do every day because you've created a roadmap. They've launched their first campaign, so they're starting to reap the benefit, and they can talk to their audience instead of just throwing out scattered messages. So it's all about being focused, having direction, feeling supported, clear, and feeling like a real entrepreneur instead of somebody who's kind of wading through treacle and in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That feels good.
Yeah.
So you talked about having too many packages. So if this is your one-to-one, this is the kind of the top level, isn't it? This is the one-to-one top level package, premium level. So that's your one-to-one, top level premium. Let's look at the group then. To offer a group program, which is the Master Your Media.
Yeah. I put a link, didn't I?
You sent me a link.
That was back in, I haven't updated it, but.
So let's just talk about, again, Master Your Media. Who's your ideal client? Is it the same ideal client? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to get really clear on that. Yeah, it's the same one, isn't it?
It is. It's always got to be the same person. And you never know, through Master Your Media, they may up level and take a one-to-one with you. Because
exactly.
Yeah. All right. So let me just do a quick, let's have a look at Master Your Media then.
Yeah, shall I share mine?
I've done it.
You got it. Okay.
Gain control over your social media rather than let social media control you. Feel freedom in 2017 from social media stress, techie time suck, and visibility demons.
Yeah, I'm going to take the date out.
Yeah. So are you stressed by all the social media posts you need to create? Do you know where to get content or even what to post every day? Do you find yourself stuck for content week? Do you worry about business drying up the second you step away? Is the techie time start giving you a bad taste in your mouth? Do you cringe when you know there's so many tools and resources that you need for your coach, but you don't know where to start? Do you feel bad when you know that your business is sucking your time and there is no more time left for you to sharpen your own duties? Do you just want to magically travel where you can work in peace? Are you hiding away from your ideal client from the fear of rejection? Do you actually know you? You know the need to be, you know you need to be visible on social media. Something's,
Yeah, you helped me with this one, didn't you?
yeah. You know this is where your customers are, and it's where they seek you. However, you keep putting it all on the back because you don't know where to start, who to target, what to say. Have you actually started marketing yourself online only to find these? Oh, great copy.
Yeah, you think he's still aligned?
Yeah. The only thing I think perhaps should be mentioned more is something around managing your time in, you know, around your family and your 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think that needs to come in. So you want to attract people without being salesy, and it's possible to be unique, differentiate. Okay. What you need is master your media mindset and slay the visibility demons. Create a clear vision of your online goals and landscapes so you can reach more. A definite purpose for your daily activity, which is aligned with your goals without being an energy drainer. I want to empower shop, be real and have fun doing it. I'll guide you through and give you the support. Okay, so I love it and I still think it's aligned. What suddenly feels like a little bit different is, so in terms of the slay of visibility demons, numbers and connections to boost confidence. Do you hear that? People are talking. Okay. Let me just have a quick, I'm just looking for what's.
I want to add some testimonials to that as well. I haven't yet.
Look at what I've got for you in the week. So weekly modules. Weekly live mastermind calls, 1 hour one-to-one call, 45 biz partner. Access to the BizWise. I might have to take out my breakthrough call, Han. Only just because I'm so busy.
Sorry, say that again.
I'll have to take out the breakthrough call. Only because I'm just so busy.
Yeah.
You're an online coach, consultant, or mentor, investing in the growth of your business. I would change these points to the 9 to 5 pains. And some of these FAQs. So would I have time to do another course? My business is expanding and it seems I haven't got time to allocate. Their business is not expanding, it's stuck. What if I start doing the program? I need to stop. That's a good one. What if I come across some technical issues and I can't download the materials? You've mentioned that there'll be live week. I might not be able to attend, so that's all valid. So I would just say this business is expanding one. I would change that to just, how will I find time in between my 9 to 5 or whatever? So this is still aligned. There's just a few bits to add regarding 9 to 5.
What about the price? Is it too much for a group?
So they're getting lifetime access. Master Your Media, social lounge, 2 payments.
So don't forget, I want to add the retreat in there.
Oh, okay. So where's the retreat fitting in?
The retreat will be like for planning the year ahead. So around October time, which is the last quarter.
So if they buy Master Your Media, they will also get to come to see you in Portugal.
Yeah, I would have to add the cost of the retreat though, not including flights sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in which case there's a lot more work to be done with this then.
Yeah.
Because it let me just think. I'm just going to stop share.
Because that's what I put out there, didn't I? I said, Master Your Media is coming back.
Yes, yeah. So Master Your Media is a 6-week course that you want to have in May. What you could do, because it seems suddenly a kind of an odd addition to suddenly say then in October, what you could do is offer a discount for the people that purchase Master Your Media to do the retreat in October.
A discount?
For the retreat. So you're going to offer the retreat to everyone.
Right, so I've got to include that price onto the retreat, right? Of the retreat into the program.
No, so perhaps sell Master Your Media as it is.
Okay.
And then as part of your sales page, you could say, if you purchase this, you get a discount from, actually, no, it's not going to work, is it?
Not a discount.
Because the only reason I'm stuck on this is because Master Your Media, you're talking about hitting your 2018 goals and goal setting, and you're going to run it in May, and then you're talking about having a retreat in October to set 2019 goals. I would perhaps keep your retreat as something separate.
Right. Okay.
It's up to you, but yeah, I mean, it's entirely up to you, but I think it might just get a bit confusing.
Yeah, it's a freaking goal, isn't it? Will it be 2019 goals though?
What, for Master Your Media? Because we're still at the beginning. We're only at the end of first quarter.
Yeah, true.
And Master Your Media is about teaching people, isn't it, to get visible now.
Yeah.
So people that are afraid, people that don't have the tools, people that don't know how to show up, you're teaching them on this course.
Okay, so the retreat, you keep it different. Okay. So I got 3 services there then. The signature program.
Yeah, so you've got your one-to-one, which will help people with a very, very specific thing. That, I think that's an awesome program. It's a no-brainer, 6,000, brilliant price, it's all there. And then you've got and they come out with like clear, tangible products at the end of it. Then you've got the group in Master Your Media. It feels like it's like a small group thing, isn't it? Just to nail one element of the whole thing.
Mm.
Why not make Master Your Media a cheaper price, but have it as almost part of the funnel into something else?
Okay, cheaper price, part of the funnel. Well, like you have your blab or what?
Well, offer them something next. What comes after Mastering Your Media? A campaign, a launch campaign or something.
I want to, some implementation of some sort, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay. You've done Master Your Media. What is it missing?
The thing for me is I didn't engage with it as much because I didn't need it. I didn't need it because I'm not brand new. I already knew everything in terms of my ideal client. I was confident. I'm doing videos every day. So for me, Master Your Media was just not a program that met a need for me. So I showed up to support and to be one of the guest experts.
So what Tim said, I've got all those testimonials. What Tim said was that it gave him the confidence to show up. Yvonne, oh, I've got to go back to the testimonials. I'm not freaking including Cheryl.
Well, Cheryl made the point about, did she feel overwhelmed?
She's a bit OCD, like she needed to know the times. And because there was like a better program sort of thing, I was changing, wasn't I, some of the things, and she got like, not my diary.
Okay, right. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fine.
Give her that.
But she also said about the price as well. She wouldn't pay, but I think she's got a lot of money blocks.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. We got that from the first call.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this then. What is your main driver for relaunching Master Your Media?
I loved working with a group. I really, again, it goes back to that center of attention sort of thing. People are looking at me as the expert.
Okay, so all right, so we're the being part of a group and teaching and standing at the front of the classroom. All right, so would you prefer less people and more specific kind of one-to-one, the ability to really get clear, or would you like more people and just you go, this is the teaching, now go do it?
No, I think I prefer, like you said, less people and then move them into the one-to-one.
So more intimate.
So actually, I thought, why don't I work on the Master Your Media on showing them about the visibility plan, the content creation, and then ask them, okay, I can implement whatever you want for you. launching the campaign. Let's get you set up. You see what I mean?
Yeah, so towards the end, you can then start introducing, you can, now that you know this, 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 and this, you can start to create a campaign, but you don't know how to create a campaign. So you can provide all the content, I'll create the campaign, and I'll give you perhaps a small discount because you've already been a Master Your Media client.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, how many would you want into Master Your Media in this next round?
About 10.
10 people?
Yes, because if I move those 10 throughout the year, this then will have to be planning then as well. If imagine all those 10 that started the Master Your Media in a lower price, right? Are going to be turned into one-to-ones for the whole year. I can stagger. So, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So not all of them will come through to the one-to-one.
No.
So if your goal is 10 into Master Your Media.
For the year? Yeah.
For the year, how many times are you running it?
Oh, for the one-to-ones.
No. How many people do you want into your next round of Master Your Media? Is that not 10?
10, yeah.
So you want 10 clients in Master Your Media at the end of May?
Yeah.
And is that going to be the right number for you to still be able to give them that one-to-one intimacy?
You know what I'm thinking? Yeah. If I can convert them from the Master Your Media to the one-to-one, obviously now I'm going to try and find one-to-ones, okay? Concentrate on this signature program for now. I just had another thought. Instead of having the Master Your Media in May, I think I should have it on the last quarter of the year, right? So I can then convert them for the year ahead, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, if you're now saying you're going to concentrate on the 6-month program, I would not launch Master Your Media at the same time. So that's probably a better plan. So if we park Master Your Media and focus on the 6-month package, we know it's 6,000. We know the deliverables that they're going to get. So all that's laid out. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, and then send me a copy, and then I will edit it. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to send me a description of the program that the 6 months, but I want you to set it out in a specific format. So initially you're going to highlight 3 pain points of your current ideal client. Where are they hurting right now? Overwhelmed, stressed out, don't know what they're doing, stuck, pissed off, whatever. Then 3 of the most desired outcomes that they want.
Send me this recording, please.
Yeah, of course I will. Then I want you to think about, what if you could just tell the world, give the world like a solution to their pain. How can I word this? So do you have a specific belief around what makes an entrepreneur successful, around what you do, around your deliverable? What's your kind of tagline or your belief? So my belief, if I was to say, right, my belief is that when you are passionate and purposeful about what you do, you will be successful. It doesn't matter. You can have the best strategy in the world, but if you're not passionate, you will fail. And that is a belief that drives me in my business and that I share with my clients. So what would yours sound like? I'm just going to shut this door.
You can achieve everything you set your mind to it as long as you want it.
Yeah, okay.
Is around that action taking. If you don't do nothing, nothing's gonna freaking happen.
Yeah. So what about when you talk to people who are in their 9 to 5 and they say, "Oh, I wish I could do what you do"? What do you say to them?
Well, I just say to them, if you don't start, you never know if you're gonna be able to do what I do. It's actually quite funny because I had a message from one of my ex-colleagues the other day, and she's going like, "Oh yeah, such and such. Do you remember such and such is now a director, right?" And I'll read it to you in a second. That was quite interesting.
Oh, what's that line you say? What's the line on your homepage?
Oh, I'm a warrior, not a warrior.
Right. All right.
Wait a minute. Let me show you this. What time is it? Oh, we were just this quickly.
Yeah, no, you're all right.
Oh, did you know Jumpy Card is now a director? And I go, oh my God, he was building up to it. And she goes, my worst nightmare come true.
Right.
And I said, do you report to him? I can imagine being the worst nightmare. With all your qualifications, why do you stay where you are? Just curious, as I'm targeting entrepreneurs still in the 9 to 5, staying comfortable.
Nice.
And then she says, no, still report to Malcolm. So she doesn't even report to him, right? Thankfully, but JP oversees supply chain. I think I've stayed here too long to leave, 20 years this year. Think I'm scared of the unknown and jumping ship. I have looked at other jobs since getting qualified and plan to look more after my 20-year reward. And I just like, I didn't reply to that, but it's quite a good thing here.
Very, very interesting. All right.
Because this is what goes around her head.
So you've got 3 pain points, 3 successes. Then I want you just to, basically just write some brief sales copy, how you would imagine, how you'd want to speak. Tell them what you deliver, tell them how you're going to deliver it, tell them what they'll get, tell them why it's important. So I just want you to write in your own words, because I will use your own language, because it's got to be sort of authentic. But just begin with that first structure, and then if you can send me that for this 6 months package, and then I can begin to start writing the sales copy. Is that all right?
Okay, cool. Send me this recording.